Hey there everyone, it's a friendly neighborhood minifigure here, and welcome back to another LEGO review. Today we are looking at the LEGO Star Wars TIE Bomber set. The set serial number is 75347. It has 625 pieces. It came out in 2023, and it currently retails for $65 in the US. Oops, messed that up. Anyways, let's take a look at the figures here. First up, we have the TIE Fighter pilot, or the TIE Bomber pilot. So there's the front of him, there's the side, there's the back, and there's the other side. Then there's a look at his face without the helmet on. It's it's the same angry clone face used for every other Imperial soldier in the Star Wars line. And no alternate face there, as you can see. Next up, we have Vice Admiral Sloane here, who I do not remember from any of the movies or shows. Maybe someone can help me in the comments by telling me which Star Wars media she's from. There's the side of her. There's the back. There's the other side. And of course, there's no alternate face for her either. Next up, we have Darth Vader. I don't know why he's in this set really, but it's cool. He's in it nonetheless. There's the front of him. There's the side. There's the back. And there's the other side. And here's a look at Vader's face without the helmet on. And there's what the back of his head looks like. And also real quick. Right, and there's a better look at Vader's back without the cape and stuff. Now, please give me a minute here. Okay. And finally, we have a Gonk droid here. So here's the front of him, the side, the back, and the other side. Alright, so that about does it for all the figures in the set. Now, on to the actual TIE Bomber right here. This is what the front of it looks like. Here it is from the side. Here it is from the back. And here it is from the other side. Now, starting from the left of the front, there's an opening cockpit area right here. So this space is where the bomber pilot sits. And the interesting thing is that there is a let me see if I can get a good view of it. There's so there's like a small space right here that's at the very back of the cockpit. It's by where the hinge is, and it's just small enough in there that if you position the blaster right, you can store it in there. And I know that Yeah, and I know that most likely wasn't intended by Lego, but but that is a cool feature if you want to use it. Next up, in the middle here, we have two we have two flat stud shooters, and we all know how these work. You just take these gray pieces and press them down with a bit of force, and out come the flat studs. Yeah, I guess for this side it probably would be a bit more, a bit more practical to have stud shooters instead of spring-loaded shooters because of just like the overall design and everything. I think. Oh boy, it does take quite a bit of force to get these things to fire out. But okay, that one's jammed. Well, we can worry about that later. And of course, the set also does give you a couple extra of those green studs as well, which I have. Oh, okay. Thought they were fused together for a second. Yeah. And thanks to the fact that the Gonk droid is now built with those new like box parts Lego has, I decided to put them within the Gonk droid for storage. So, and so again, that's a way to store those green studs if you want to. If you don't want them to just be lying around. Oh boy. And finally, in the rightmost section, this is the bomber bay. And so as you can see at the top here, there are 4 flick-fire missiles, and you can easily put your finger into this hole to push them down. So, as an example, just alright, and alright, and these are what the actual bombs of the bomber look like. And to reload them, you would just put them into those 4 holes right there, like so. And fortunately, because the bombs have yellow tips, which clash with the overall gray color scheme of the TIE bomber, most of the time you're not even going to be looking at them because they're actually tucked away fairly well. And also, finally, we also have a small build here, a small transport scooter to transport a couple of extra bombs to the TIE bomber. So here's the front of it, the side, the back, and the other side. And of course, it's got a place to store 2 bombs right here. The 2 bombs in question, and it's also got a space for a minifigure to stand and drive it as well. Well, anyways, so that about does it for all of the play features of the Star Wars TIE Bomber. I think that I think that this is overall a very good set. It's very detailed. It's definitely a lot more detailed than the last TIE bomber, which we haven't gotten since like I think it's. I'm pretty sure it's definitely been over a decade since the last time we got a TIE bomber, and and this thing is like, and this thing is definitely more detailed, and it looks and it looks more accurate to the actual thing in the movies. And it's and it also has some pretty decent figures as well. It's got a pilot as expected. It's got Darth Vader, and it's also got Vice Admiral Sloane, who again I don't know what piece of Star Wars media she's from. and and I do like how there are places in the set to store all the like loose pieces that are meant to be included, like unlike the pilot's blaster, or there's two extra green studs, because for some reason Lego doesn't want to include ways to store the loose pieces that are intentionally a part of the set. And I think the one thing I will I think the biggest thing to complain about, even though it's just also a small thing overall, is the price. Like, the price per part ratio is fine. I think $65 for 625 pieces is like a relatively fair price for this set. Although for the actual like final product, just the fighter and the scooter, I think the price should be a bit lower. Like, I think at most the price should be $50 for this thing overall. Anyways, that was my review of the LEGO Star Wars TIE Bomber set. I hope you liked that review, and if you did, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and ring the notification bell for new videos. Thank you, bye!